My name is Jared Moe, and this is the debit prison breakdown. I smashed the Kennewick Police Department in their own courthouse, conquered a massive foe. It was November 2021. It was raining one night, and I went to the Rittering Company International Real Estate House, where they have their virtual tours and the cameras outside always go directly to where the noise is. Their audio tracking and video cameras at the security of the Rittering Company Real Estate Home. Now the virtual tours were obviously seen worldwide by the security force that maintains the International Real Estate Office of the International Real Estate Home of Rittering Company. That very night, one officer with a shaved head looked like a Nazi, and the other officer was, I forget his name. I call him Officer No-No. As in, when they had taken me out from the eave, testing the eave of that demo house right there, it was raining, it was cold. So that night, they were so pissed off at me. I was just sitting there chilling, and they tried to claim the tenant of that building had tried to call on me for trying to sleep underneath the eave and test that thing after. It was cold, it was raining, and I was freezing. So, with the last stroke of my genius thought, I said, let's go to the eve over there. I pissed off the cops enough today. I knew they would show up eventually, trying to fuck with me eventually. So they did. And I know they were pissed off, but they shouldn't misconduct their job unprofessionally with anger and any emotion. That was the day Officer No-No, or I think it might have been Tenatson or some weird-ass name. I don't remember. They all look the same to me. I said, Officer, I do not consent to a search. They grabbed my backpack straight off my back. They started piffling through it. They took all the stuff out of my pocket and unconsensually violated my 4th constitutional amendment. That was the very last discovery, the 9th court case, where they stole my little jar of water. Now, my little jar of water was very sentimental to me, and they illegally seized it. That's where they violated my 4th constitutional amendment and unconsensually searched me that day. And I know it is a far-fetched thing to believe, but this is why I've kept my last discovery of all those court cases completely out of the public view. I didn't want to have to cost that officer more than just his job. But now I'm going to have to get it, prove it, and of course, they retaliated and tried to defile my character name in this public. Hell, people have tried to call me a fucking rapo. I'm not a fucking rapo. I don't unconsent anything upon people. I do not violently force unconsensual anything upon anyone else. I'm a proper, decent person. But that officer, he yelled at me after I said I don't consent to the search. He said I had no choice to consent. He yelled and screamed at me saying, and I quote, that officer said, quote for quote, you have no choice but to consent, said the rapo-sounding officer. Now this community defiled my character name. The officer came back with what he thought was dirt, but he's an idiot. I'm not a fucking rapo, obviously. So the retaliation attempts have been proven, solidified in fact. Now all I have to do is die off. But I do match the exact character reference of Jacob Donkey, the man who froze to death in 2017 by McDonald's as well. And then they're trying to also George Floyd me off because, police misconduct is a massive payout, of course, in settlements. So I guess I get to be the wrongful death looking like Jacob Donkey, proving the wrongful death as well as, oh my God, dude, my life is just most not valuable to anyone. If I was smart, I'd say, if anybody sues upon my wrongful death, or if anything negative happens to me in these streets here while I visit, I'm a dual citizen. I solidified a contingency on this basis. God bless the United States of America, the less fortunate American citizen petition I wrote and authored, and the amazing facts of life. Fact number 1 of life. I'm not even supposed to be alive. My mom had an ovarian cyst, and the doctors told her she wouldn't have any kids. But then, after the military misconduct that was done upon her, and where she was, in fact, misconducted upon in the military by some weird experience or whatever, she was honorably discharged then, had her kids, got married, and of course, I'm not even supposed to be alive. I'm 1 in a million of a chance of being born. All 8 of my siblings and I are. Or all 7 of my siblings and I are. Our mother was supposed to have 24 plus us 8 kids. And us 8 kids are 33.3% of the living children. She miscarried 66.6% of the children she was pregnant with. Isn't that crazy? And she was Linda Blair, the, I believe, actor from The Exorcism as a child she was. So if she really was exorcised of her demons, all of us children are pure angels from... She could have no evil kid at all after the exorcism. Isn't that fucking crazy? 33.3% of us lived, but 66% of the children she was supposed to have did not. I was the miracle child because there was an umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I'm not even supposed to be alive at all. But due to some blessed rabbi, a blessed rabbi named Dr. Jabor, Dr. Rabbi Jabor, the blessed good faith practitioner, saved my life at birth and unwrapped the umbilical cord. I was born on top of the Golden Gate Pass in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, above the Golden Gate Pass for some reason. It's really crazy. I know it's a far-fetched life I live, but that's the truth. It really is. That's why my name is Jared Blair. Sichun Mo. I'm the son of Linda Blair, who is the daughter of Commodore and 14th Co-Council member Howard John Blair, and the son of Jimmy Hurd. But now was raised by Blaze. Sichun Mo was the one who raised me from childhood to now. And his father was Sichun S. Mo, the triple diplomatic citizen Sichun S. Mo, born in 1932, April 19th, to Nagoya, Japan. As a Japanese citizen, he moved to Korea to serve in the Korean military. Then he moved here to translate as a diplomat translator during the Korean War. Now he sits at a position of triple diplomacy, where he speaks for Japan, South Korea, and America, all in a trio effect. I am just a Trinity child, obviously. A miracle child not meant to be born above the Golden Gate Pass of Colorado, where I was born. If there's any chance of a second son from the God above, that would be crazy if that was my life. But it wouldn't make any sense. My name is, in fact, Jared. It is a Hebrew name meaning descent of God. It also means liberate the locusts in the Muslim faith. It also is the 11th generation in the Bible, and it's the Jaredites in the Book of Mormon. My very name proves biblically, with all its meanings, that there is at least one name that connects all those religions together. I am, of course, a Universal Life Church minister, and I know I've done nothing wrong. That's why I said, I, Jared Blair, Sichun Mo, born May 11th, 1994, at exactly 10:58 in the morning, will always volunteer to a polygraph lie detecting test to confirm or deny any lies or any truths in which anyone wants to accuse me of or ask me of. I'm always down for a polygraph. I know that these lies they've spread throughout the city are definitely lies. They cause defamation of my character name, 1. 2, my life's not probably worth much. If I'm dead, it would be worth more. The defamation of character and name, lying about me to the public with the orchestration of that lie they spread would cause my wrongful death when I've done nothing wrong. Therefore, you know it's a lie, because if it wasn't a lie, then it wouldn't be a wrongful death with defamation of character proven. But of course, story of my life. Who gives a fuck? As I am just a sacrifice to the Onga Bonga God, I guess, or whatever. I match the description of Jacob Donkey as well as many other things. I'm just the most interesting man alive in America. The American equivalent to the Dos Equis man. I swear to God, I gotta have beer commercials now, but they won't let me even have beer commercials. It's fucking ridiculous. This, of course, is my final will and testimony. If anybody sues upon my death, it is not wrongful. It is, of course, nothing to be existent. I want my name solidified in the history books as the first legendary person to free these amazing people of this debit prison. I want all those LFOs dismissed out of the collection accounts they placed them, so the citizens are no longer burdened by that financial burden they placed through the collections bullshit. They will no longer be able to garnish the wages. I want everybody of this debit prison, Benton County's whole record of criminals to be dismissed of all their criminal charges and financial obligations sent to collections, so they can get a true new start in life. This debit prison fucked them over, financially ruined their lives. I just took out the cops that did it to them all, and I'm so proud to have done so. I took out the debit prison Kennewick Police Department officers, the ones who wrongfully lied to the public and threw people in jail wrongfully. I'm the liberator of the locusts, or the people of the many. Ironically, just like the Muslim faith. It's really freaking crazy. My life is just one fucking redundant thing after another. I'm proud to be here. God bless everybody. And whatever faith you believe in, may your faith as well bless you many times, and may everybody have a great night. It's been a wonderful pleasure being alive. I kind of knew something like this would happen, though. It's all good. They call it a drama. It's only because they did this to Jacob Donkey. They probably called Jacob Donkey drama as well, and then sacrificed him as a single white male on the streets of Kennewick. At least we proved two things. If you're a single white Caucasian male, mid 20 years of age, 5'7" or so, you're probably the next sacrifice in the next couple of years to the Unga Bunga god of the heart of the city. It is, of course, an honorary position. Handle it with great pride, of course. I'm just the next sacrifice to the Unga Bunga heart of Kennewick. Death by Unga Bunga sacrifice. I don't know what to do about this, Chief. This has never happened before. I swear to God. God bless everybody that's happening this to. Say Jacob, Donkey was a frozen popsicle by McDonald's. I'm just the next Unga Bunga sacrifice. He was 5'7". I am 5'7". He has a Jewish name. I have a Jewish name. He was Caucasian of skin. I am Caucasian of skin. He was mid 20-something years of age. I am mid 20-something years of age. It's like Jeepers Creepers. Every spring they keep haunting us. It's terrible. Why does good things happen to good people? And they just finished their freaking inferno freaking little furnace at the Debit Prison Holocaust Museum. I mean the Holocaust exhibit by the jail, the coroner's office, the health district, the courthouse, and their final completion is not in administration's office. There are two gigantic metal vents above it. That is their exact freaking... That's their inferno pit where they're going to turn me into ashes probably, or some Jewish people into ashes. My best advice. I think I've discovered their Holocaust attraction. I stopped the gas chamber by putting a cross and another cross right there on top of their dirt mound, though. No gas chambers at least. Oh, thank God. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I really have no clue. They have scrambled my brain and destroyed my mind, and now I guess I'm not sound of mind anymore. Shit. Why would they do this to me? White, mid 27-year-old, Caucasian, 5'7" males who are just isolated, targeted, and obviously retaliated against by the police or whatever the fuck is going on. Fuck you, Don Britton, and your, what the fuck was his name? Don Britton, Jason Lee, all those cocksucking piece of shits. Thank you, Mr. Citizen Assface Don Britton, for stepping down in December as the settlement for the misconduct of your police officers, you stupid, inconsensual mayor you were. I heard about your DSHS child you had. That's horrible, Don Britton. You as well are an enemy that does unconsensual things. That is horrible. Of course, they would orchestrate and make me look like a monster.